The special iftar dinner at the presidential villa over the weekend, where President Bola Ahmed Tinubu revealed that he almost quit the 2023 presidential race due to Naira scarcity caused by the Naira redesign policy, has been met with reactions. During the dinner, Tinubu recounted a story about a relative who needed money during the campaign, which made him doubt his chances. Well, let's take a look before we take some reactions.
Those who are very close to me knew the odds were very much against me. One of them woke up to my living room at about 3:30 in the morning during the campaign. I said he needed only 50,000 to take to our uncle because they have no food stove. And you see there, the currency is gone because of you. No currency to cash. People are jumping the counter in the banks and all of that. Your uncle is wealthy and has no 10,000. What are you running for? I said, for president. I'm not running for my uncle. I'm not running for me. For president. He said, okay, give me 50,000. I gave him, I can never forget. When he was about walking out of the door, he said, I don't think you'll make it. I said, sure, I will make it. I said, you will come to me when I make it. You ask me for a job. I won't give you. He left. I almost dropped the idea of running. I've continued the race.
It's a pata of them all, Tinubu. See, for what you just said now. Well, if you have dropped the ideas running for president, it could have been better, I think. I guess it could have been better if you have dropped the ideas, if you have not contested at all to be the president of this country. It could have been better. But I found this story difficult to believe. Let's say to believe, but I'm not doubting. I mean, I won't say I don't believe. Why I am doubting that if this is true or not, because yeah, we know what happened at that time, 2023, during that election, Naira scarcity, and all those things. And we could remember what you said at that time. It was a sabotage just to make sure they stop you from running. They don't want you to see Naira money to spend at that time. And now this story, for somebody to have sleep in the same house with you, because you said around 3:30 a.m. in the morning, for somebody to have slept in that same house with you, they are your family. They could be your family members or your party members. You say your friend, people who are very close to you. Those people who are very close to you are your family, your relatives, your party members, which I think at that time, that Naira scarcity, I don't think all those people are facing the same thing that we ordinary people were facing at that time. To an extent, they could not get 50,000 to solve issues at that time. I don't think so. That those people who are close to you, they will be suffering the same way we are struggling to get cash at that time. They will still be struggling to get cash. I don't think so. But anyways, if that be the case, I don't know. I wasn't there. Anything could have happened. But if that be the case, well, and you gave the money, you gave the person the money, that means your house at that time, that means that your house at that time, you have the note, you have the Naira stored in your house. And you gave the person the money, not transfer, because there's no, because if you transfer, it's still going to be the same thing. You gave the person the note in cash. That means you have the note in your house at that time where others were struggling. And again, like I said, it could have been better if you have not contested, because I have not seen any, I'm not seeing any effect. I'm not seeing, the only changes, effect that I'm seeing is bad effect, is failure. So it could have been better if you have not contested, if you had dropped the ideas. So I see no reason why you decided to spend that money at that time. Spend more money just to come into power. Now you are there. You wasted a lot of money to be where you are today. But today, Nigeria is suffering. Nigeria is regretting of you being the president of this country. So I do not see the need. I don't see. Could that be better if you have not contested, if you have dropped the ideas? Because in the person who says you won't win at that time He knows by normal way of voting, campaign, election voting, if it was free and fair election, you do not have the chances of winning at that time. The person sees the trend, what was going on, what was happening. But because of the money, you decided to sacrifice everything you had to be the president of this country, waste a lot of money, and it doesn't matter to you if you even sacrifice human being to make sure you get into power. That is what you did. So the person is close to you then, very close to you. He said that to you, that you won't win, better you drop it. But because of the person, because of, I know the capacity, because of everything, you decided you waste a lot of resources. I won't say, yeah, you waste a lot of resources. If possible, which I don't know, that human being too could have gone for sacrifices just for you to get into power. But today, you are a president, but the country is suffering. The country is regretting of you being the president of the country. If the country is okay today, living good, living fine, that's why this story would have made sense to me, would have made sense to thousands or millions of us. If the country is doing well today because of you, because of you, we are not living fine. The country is doing well. There is peace and unity in this country. The level of insecurity has been reduced. That's when this story would have made sense to me. But now it only makes sense to you because you are the president. But being the president is not helpful to the country. Do you understand? It's not helpful to the country. What do we see today is failure, problems, hardship, insecurity everywhere. No country is safe. No part of the country now, particularly across from south, east, west now, there's insecurity. So what is the purpose? It looks like we don't have a president. So it could have made more sense to me if the country is doing well, then this story and the person will be regretting of making that statement. But today, the person is not regretting because I don't think he's being affected with this hardship. No. So you just said that story and you went just to brag about that you fought your way through, you won, you're the president. But we are not regretting. I'm sorry. The worst thing that ever happened to this country since I was born is to you being the president of this country. That's the worst thing that ever happened to this country. Maybe it will get better later, but as it is now, no. No, what do we say today? Is it no problem? Is it no complaint? Is it no hardship? Is it no failure? So what's the need of you being the president? And we please share this video.